I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, thanks so much. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, thanks so much. I hate it, thanks so much. Baby, I'm never enough. I'm cleaning it up. Not held enough. You can't have it up. Not holding up. I can't open up to show you my love. Don't give a fuck at all. I'm tired of fucking it up. Put it together, it's not holding up. You can't hold it up. Not holding up. I'm nowhere to show you my love. I don't give a fuck at all. I am in the morning. Ignore your calls from you. What's wrong with you? I'm back and forth. Nothing more. I'm fucking it up. Put it together, it's not holding up. I can't hook it up. What a banger. Zeke, happy birthday! Woo! Got any plans? This one. I spent all my time on the bench, boys. Penny for what's the question? I don't get a bench bitch, what's up? I feel it for a while. I'm back in your style. 2 times how you misside this. Did you hear my crunch? It was well timed at least. Back on the timeline. Penny for a while, what's the question? I don't got a lot but my best friends, and I'ma make a knot out of loose ends. On the bench, bitch, what's up? Hot sauce? No, it's Nutella this time, I know. Treat myself. I feel it for a while. I'm back in your style. Is it bad that I spend the first 10 minutes of every stream, well, before stream starts, just eating an entire sandwich? Like every single stream, just sandwich. Oh. I'm swallowing. Ah! On my lifestyle. I can make it worthwhile. Get back on the timeline. And for a while, what's the question? I don't got a lot but my best friends, and I'ma make a knot out of loose ends. All my time on the bench, bitch. What's up? God, this is such a banger. Oh my gosh. Especially when you hear it in conjunction with the other one. Yes, I'm shouting. I'm sorry. Only for a while. What's the question? Hi, everyone. Welcome in. How are you doing? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, 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 hello. Enough with the hot sauce. It wasn't hot sauce today. It was Nutella. You can tell because it's all over my fingies. So, it's like, fine. So, there you go. Hello. Sorry, I forgot. I was streaming. Hi. Sorry. Just replying to messages and was like, That's so weird. Hi, how are you doing, guys, everyone? Welcome in. How are you doing? Happy birthday, Zcam. Let's go. Have you got any plans? Are you doing anything cool? Anything fun? I would recommend Yorkshire puddings. That's what I do every birthday. But we're different people. Damn, replying to messages. Another first. I know. I know. Suraj, thank you so much for the follow. And XBLX, thanks for the follow too. Drums, congratulations on the second. And Toby, congratulations on the first. Oh, do I have more? No, that's all notifications. Let's go. Cool. So today, I'm going to start straight away. No chatting. Okay. I mean, it's all chatting, right? There's shenanigans happening. Oh, that's chocolate. Thank you. Perry, your lipstick is weird. Yeah, that's Nutella. Yeah, okay. I demand chatting. Well, technically the entire stream is just chatting. But no chat, no gossiping right now. Okay, everyone, we're getting straight into the topic because we don't have a lot of time because I have to leave early today because I'm going to Monster Trucks. Very generously, someone was like, hey, Perry, do you want to come to Monster Trucks? And I was like, yeah. And they said you can bring 3 friends. And I was like, bet. That's fucking sick, I know.
Thank you so much. Yes, I am going for lunch and dinner throughout London today. Also, thank you for having such amazing streams. Can't stay for long, so we'll see you later.
Oh my god, Zakem, thank you for so many bits. I should be giving you bits. Thank you. Enjoy that. That's going to be so fun. Lunch and dinner in London, splashing out. That is so fun. Have fun and thank you. And that's really generous of you. Will you be driving the monster trucks? Bye-bye, Zakem. See you soon. Thank you for coming in to say hi. Will I be driving the monster trucks? No, but there is a party beforehand where I can meet the people who drive the monster trucks, which is crazy. Yeah. I don't know what to say to them. So what do you do? Monster trucks. Cool. What's that like? Actually, I do have a lot of questions. Is it scary? I would imagine it's pretty scary. Do people get hurt? Like, how common is injuries? Do you have, like, support systems inside the truck? Because I know in, like, various high-speed driving and stuff like that, you have, like, all of this, like, cages and bars and blah, blah, blah to protect you if you get in a horrifying crash. And is that the same? Do they go over other cars? Is that dangerous? Because I imagine, like, for monster trucks, you'd want, like, some sort of crumple zone. I don't really know what kind of monster trucks we're doing today. But then if the roof is crumpling, what about the person inside? I have lots of questions, actually. Is it noisy? Bring air protection. Oh, sweet Jesus. All of us have the tism, so we're all going to have panic attacks. That's going to be fun. I'm joking. Only one of us actually has autism. Diagnosably. But she's fine. She doesn't get the audio thing. So. You have autism too? Do you get the audio thing? Do you get panic attacks, from noise? Cleedum is going too, yes, and he's only autistic in the way of being dyslexic and dyspraxic, which is technically yes, but not in a way that would make a difference for monster trucks. So, you'd be fine for monster trucks. Well, you have to spell the names of the people. No, you're fine. What do you have to spell? And you're not even driving the monster truck, so what if it doesn't matter if you're dyspraxic? Unless you were planning on, like, throwing things at the monster truck drivers, but I think that's Maybe when they fly out of the cars, you have to catch them. You might struggle with that one. Anyway, okay, we don't have time. We don't have time for this. Is exactly what I was talking about. We don't have time for chit chatting. We have to get straight into the topic. So today is the ISTA sex cult. Fun. I thought just like a light, easy thing to talk about today. Lol. That was recommended to me on the Discord. I forgot by who. I'm so sorry. It was ages ago. Usually I write that down. Who recommended the ISTA sex cult? It makes sense if you want to be anonymous, actually. Intimacy. Weird choice. Thank you so much. Hi, Louie. And Jacito, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much for recommending this. So let's get straight into it. Okay, the ISTA is otherwise known as the International School of Temple Arts. It was founded in 2007 by a very strange man called Baba Des Nichols. I don't know if... Wait a second. Baba D's nuts, am I right? Anyway, Baba Des Nichols is a very, very odd duck. Here he is talking about his temple and their teachings. How do I join? No. Although, actually, to be fair, it is the most horrifying experience I could possibly conjure up for myself. Most horrifying thing, possibly. But I would imagine if you are into it, I mean... I would say no harm if not for the alleged cult nature of it. I would imagine, like, if just a bunch of dudes want to go and have an orgy in a forest somewhere, GG's, power to you. You know, there are problems with the way they're meeting up in forests and having orgies, to be honest, hence the whole alleged cult allegations. But we'll get to that. First, let me introduce you to Baba D's nuts. Baba Des Nichols. Nichols.
My name is Bob Desert.
There he is. Come with me. And you'll see. All right.
Nichols, Baba Des.
Hi, Baba.
I'm known. And I'm founder and lead faculty for the International School of Temple Arts. And what moves me is love.
He looks exactly as I imagined him. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
I grew up in Southern California, Santa Monica, Venice Beach area. And when I was younger...
Okay, I just want to point out one comment before we go further. Thank you for wearing a shirt. I just thought that was really funny. He could do a few other buttons up. I'm just going to say that for free. Not to be a prude or anything.
It always seemed strange the way humans were living. When I was about 18, I left the city. I really started to grow my own food and connect with the land and look for a simpler lifestyle and
simpler
more ease,
communal,
more peace in life.
commune lifestyle, you might say.
I started really getting into the esoteric arts and health and healing and nutrition and
sexual
and
healing.
with other people.
Is that a song? Sexual healing? I don't remember that.
This began realizing that there are so many schools around the planet, schools teaching human beings how to live a happier, healthier life. So there's spiritual schools, there's personal growth and development schools, there's esoteric schools around different practices.
I don't know what esoteric means.
So if we
exactly,
Hawk,
that's exactly what I'm thinking. Welcome.
And integrate it into a package that can serve humanity today.
Serve humanity.
That's what it's about.
So, I'm not saying it's a cult, but I would say he's a pretty charismatic leader. He's presented as a visionary who pioneers his whole life. Look at him frolic through a stone circle. Woo!
The temple arts are really
which, you know, I'm kind of jealous of, actually. I love to frolic around stone circles. I did that once because I lived in Swindon and it wasn't far away from one of the stone circles. Not Greenwich. That's the wrong one. Greenbridge. Grenfell. No. What's this? Stonehenge. Thank you. Have I ever played Call of the Lamb? I have. I love it. It's fantastic. Yeah. Greenwich. I went from Greenwich to Stonehenge. It's not a massive difference. Like, the sounds are kind of the same. Shut up. Most of you aren't even English. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Grenfell. Okay, Grenfell was very wrong. If you guys don't know what Grenfell is, it's a building that burnt all the way down, killed a bunch of people, and it was like a massive scandal about building safeties where we house the poor, you know, and then the government got in a lot of trouble and it was a massive thing. Grenfell. That's not this. Very different. Completely different things. Anyway, it was a while ago now. It's still a problem. Anyway, they didn't fix it, is the thing. They didn't fix it. Like, the buildings around Grenfell are still shit in the same way. As far as I'm aware. So, anyway, Ozzy, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, so he's presented as a very charismatic, visionary leader, and he has a goal, doesn't he? His big, grand, sweeping goal, his big ideology, you might say, is to revolutionize the world and teach people about the proper way the world is living. You know, because the world is living. Oh my God, can you type any louder? I swear to freaking God. Sorry, I don't want to give you a complex about it. You work as much as you need to work. But you don't need to like slam down on this. Sorry. You're doing a really good job. No, don't DM me. No, please don't DM me. Okay, I'm in trouble. All right. Anyway, music on. It would drown out the clack, 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 clack. Oh, you can't hear it. They can't hear it. They can't hear it. It's just me. So you're only annoying me, but you're not annoying them. So you can rest easy. Except Kleist can hear it. But Kleist, you have your volume way too... Ah! Stop. That was protest. Oh my God, he's rebelling. We must quash this. Leave us next to the follow. You heard that one. Jesus Christ. Let the man work. Yeah, you're so right. I'm going to buy him a silent keyboard and pretend it's a present for him instead of for me. I also got him those earphones that don't go in your ears, the bone conduction ones, as a present for him. But really, it's so he can still like hear me. He puts the earbuds in and then I say, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you help me with this? Hey, what's your opinion on this? And he's like, huh? And it's really annoying. I mean, happy Christmas. Totally for you. Knew you'd love him. Wasn't actually a present for me. Yeah, I wanted to make sure he's aware of his surroundings for like safety and stuff. Safety. They are very, very, very cool. Very cool. Anyway. So, yeah. Leader. Big, grand vision of making the world a better place because he was like, how could the world possibly be living like this? How do they not know about this amazing... esoteric, I still don't know what the word esoteric means. Sexual healing. Let's go.
Experiences and teachings that support human beings to really get in touch with their hearts and their souls and the truth of who they are so that they can actually be here on this earth to live what they're here for.
Big grand sweeping, you see?
Spiritual sexual shamanic experience is a deep immersion into yourself, into your truth. And what it does is it blows away all the distractions and all the stories that people are running, and it brings them back to their essence in a way where they
God,
can
I don't know
them.
what it is. I don't know if it's like the slow blur transitions or the beautiful sunlight leaves or just the way his hair is flapping in the breeze. I would follow this guy. I'd follow this guy to the end of the earth. I'm convinced. Let's join ISTA. Yay. Let's not do that. Okay, so you get a vibe. You get a vibe for him. GG's. Let me change the music. Nice try to times. How you mistake this? Better. Okay. So. Right. So that's Babadi's nuts. Basically, he set up the International School of Temple Arts in 2007. They call him a pimp for some reason. I think it's what's the word? Loving? It's like a nice thing. Or so we believe, but I'll come back to that. All right. Yeah. So he was in a documentary called Sex Magic. And in that documentary, he bragged about having sex with thousands of women. Thousands. His body count is like, pow, which I guess is a power move. If you're a sex cult leader, it's a power move. So very, very, very interesting. The thing is, they've come under fire for a couple things. So in 2018, they were accused of various trainers and leaders and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you'd be so tired, wouldn't you? That's what I was thinking. It's like, who has the energy? Who has the energy? But in 2018, they were accused, or a couple leaders or trainers or instructors, I think they're called, were accused of various crimes, like SA crimes. And and stuff. I don't think anything ever came of it, but it's a bad vibe. Very bad vibe. And there's a guy that we're going to talk a little bit about called Steve Hassan. And Steve Hassan is he describes himself as the world's leading cult expert. I think he is a leading cult expert, but on his website it says world's leading cult expert. And I'm just never inclined to trust that. But Steve Hassan will be proud of us for being skeptical and never wanting to trust that, because he's written a bunch of books. He does a bunch of different he has a bunch of different resources on his website, totally free, to just be like, what is a cult, how to identify a cult, what the stages of, how does it grow, etc., etc. So he like knows his shit. And so he has a bunch of different models, like the bite model and the influence continuum, that we might, well, I'll mention in a roundabout way. Otherwise, this will feel too much like a lecture and gross. We don't want to learn something. Yeah, but Steve Hassan got involved with ISTA. He didn't join it. He didn't join it. Steve Hassan isn't digging down. Let me send you Steve Hassan. Yeah, but basically, he got very involved in this because ISTA kept citing him as evidence that they weren't a cult. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's backtrack. Bailey and hi. Does a cult leader need to be alive? There's a question. Well, there have been cults in the past where their leader gets like thrown into jail or just dies. Most of the time that means fizzles out. But sometimes not. So the FLDS, right? FLDS, massive, super segregated, fundamentalist Mormon cult. Super bad, really bad, so many different ways. There's a documentary on Netflix about it called Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey. Their leader got big time arrested, like for the rest of his life. But it's still going. It's still going. I don't know how. It's probably not got as much gusto as it used to have, but it's just propping along. But then again, there was another call about an alien woman. So a woman believed that aliens were real and they were talking to her, and it was the ghost or alien reincarnation of the ghost of that famous dude who played Flubber. Always forget his name. He did a cameo in Friends. Flubber. Robin Williams, thank you. Yes. So she thought the ghost of Robin Williams was talking to her and telling her to lose weight so that she could fit on his spaceship. And then when she did lose enough weight, he would come down and save her. It's basically, she had anorexia with extra steps. That's what it was, genuinely. And she, very sadly, she died. And the cult did not survive. Everyone in the cult was just like, well, this was pretty wacky to begin with, so I guess I'll go home. That's pretty much what happened. But then again, her cult wasn't very big. There were like 10 people. So maybe if she had expanded more, it would have done better. Did she lose the weight? Yes, that was the problem, actually. That's how she died. Very sad. Very sad. Sorry, have I bummed you all out? Have I bummed you all out now? My bad. All right, moving on. Oops. Someone said all religions were just cults. That's a question that is talked about a lot. I'm inclined to disagree. The difference between a cult and a religion is restriction of information, I think, and pressure to stay, punishments for leaving, stuff like that. So there are some churches that do that. Manipulation, yeah, exactly, to keep people in, to lure people in, stuff like that. And there are some churches that do that. And there are some churches that don't. Religion shouldn't do that. If it does, then yikes. But I don't know if the concept of religion itself is a cult. And of course, there's going to be lots of religion that don't do that. And they're just like, hey, come along when you can, blah, blah, blah. No, you can like attend when you want, and you can ask as many questions as you want. You can have all of your doubts, no punishment, no judgment. You can leave and no one's going to mind. You can be an atheist and come to mass. No one cares, you know? That's what most religion is, as far as I've experienced. But there are some places that are not very nice about it. There's some subsects of religion that do cult stuff, but I think the overarching faith wouldn't be a cult. Yeah, first of all, it's just too big as well. I don't know if that's a good criticism. It's just too big. It's like, it's all over the world. So the churches have to operate semi-independently. And that's why you get some churches that are fucked and then some churches that are really lovely. But the faith itself wouldn't be cult-like. Of course, you can practice as well without belonging to a church too. There are lots of people. I know people that follow Islam, that they just do it at home. They do their prayers and whatever at home, and they watch the videos of various sermons on their tutors, and it's just like a very chill thing for them. It's not like so prescriptive, and that's how they have their faith, and that's perfectly, you can do that too. So, Once it reaches a certain size, the beliefs kind of normalize. I think so, yeah. I mean, that's what happened with Jehovah's Witnesses. So Jehovah's Witnesses are a cult, I think, by definition. But they just got so big and just settled down so much that they're kind of chill now. I mean, they're not chill to be inside of it. But they're stabilized. They've stabilized, definitely, is what it is. To the point that people don't even bat an eye anymore. Some religions are more flexible than others. Yeah, I feel like if there's a dude on stage at a church or something or equivalent and they're yelling at you and they're like, if you don't give this amount of money or if you don't attend this amount of services, is that what they're called? I couldn't remember the word. If you don't attend this amount of services, blah, 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 blah. If you don't believe everything that I'm saying, then you're going to hell and you're evil. Or doubts are just the devil getting inside of you, etc., etc. That's cult-like behaviors. That's bad. What about Scientology? Oh, 100% a cult. Completely a cult. Why is it difficult to place? There might be stuff I don't know. Balian, why is it difficult to place? Because in my head, that's really clear-cut. Oh, it became a religion. I think, as far as I know, it became a religion legally through money. I think they paid someone off. There's a word for that, isn't it? There's a word for, like, lobbying. I think they lobbied a fuck ton of people because they're very, very rich. And so they became a religion legally. So they have all the religious protections. This is allegedly what I think happened. The Jedi Order, exactly. Just like them. But they're not a religion at all. Very much a cult. like the number one cult that people know of and think of. Even before Jehovah's Witnesses, people are like, Scientology. Yeah, I think that's true. I think it's a name only, but I haven't looked specifically into that. But I would be absolutely blown away if Scientology turns out to not be a cult. I actually can't imagine that. There's no way. There's no way whatsoever. All right. So let me start from the beginning. So basically, ISTA is, they preach a couple things. They basically think that sexuality is sacred, and through shenanigans is your way to spiritual awakening and enlightenment. So, you know, everyone's like, oh yeah, do your prayers or light your candles or whatever, or do some meditation, and that's how you're going to achieve enlightenment or awakening or whatever it is. This guy's like, fuck me. And then sorry, I'm trying to swear less or talk about like saying less inappropriate words because I realize some people are playing this out loud or in public, and I don't want to absolutely ruin your day. But that's what he's saying. He's saying, oh, if you have sex, not necessarily with him, but just like in general, then that's the path to spiritual awakening. And he calls these healing arts. So through these shenanigans, you're kind of juicing up your life force energy, and it's liberating. And their goal is to kind of invert the social norms and embrace freedom and lead everyone to salvation. I'll take one to the team, but he's not going to like it. You don't know that. You don't know that. These people are freaky. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way. Who in their right mind watches you in public without headphones? Well, sometimes they're like in their living rooms. I had a friend. Oh my God. I only met him like 2 times, but he was really nice to me. But I had a friend who would watch the stream in his living room, and he had housemates that he didn't know very well because it was temporary accommodation. And he played it out loud. And apparently that stream, I was saying the most horrific things. And he had to slam his laptop down, and then he messaged me and was like, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Stream is currently full volume on my laptop. It is? Where are you, if I can ask? I don't mean literally. I don't mean like your coordinates. I mean like what kind of place are you in? What's your IP? Oh, you're at home. Oh, GG then. GG. I'm on your television. That's so cool. That's so cool. Guys, I feel so... Wait, let me put my TV pose. I'm on your... Wait, oh my God. That's not... I know that's not your IP because that would be crazy, but I'm just going to go ahead and delete it anyway. You scare me. So yeah, that's what they believe, that like structure times is what's going to do all the spiritual healing, blah, 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 all of that good stuff, right? And so they run courses such as the level 1 SSSE. SSSE. 192.168.0.1. Oh, wait, that's local. Oh, wait, that's the local IP. Oh, yeah, I just realized. Yeah, that's the default one. My bad. I didn't look at it. I just saw the numbers and dots and I was like, I didn't read it. That's funny. Okay. Right. So basically what they do is they do these different conferences. SSSE stands for Spiritual Shamanic Experience. And it's freaky as hell. There are videos about it. There are videos of this sort of thing that is just like, it's very NSFW. Researching this stream, I've seen a lot. Okay? You're welcome. I took the outfit on this. I saw a lot of things that I wish I could unsee, that I wish I could take back. But I found you, after a lot of struggle, I found you a video that doesn't have any things in it that's inappropriate. I assume, although I did not watch all 17 minutes. But anyway, this is basically just people talking about the conference. So here's a little, of course, the didgeridoos, of course, even though not a single person here is Australian or New Zealand or Maori.
What I'm feeling is to give a little bit more
why
of
is it
a
mono?
conceptual framework in terms of
Yeah.
how this really differs
Why is
from
it only my left ear? I
any
hate
other
that.
immersion experience workshop. And
gonna
it's
hold
that
it
what
like
I
this.
see a lot is people attending workshops and reading lots of books and following teachers and trying to get information from out there, you know, to fill the void and to shift the uncomfortability.
Wait, are they Australian? Where's Byron Bray? She has an accent. I'm ready to... Oh, yeah, they are in Australia. Okay, I take back my comment about didgeridoos. They're literally Australian. My bad. You can have the didgeridoo.
And a lot of what's available out there only penetrates us at a consciousness level.
Oi, oi.
Right now, we can shift our realities and we can create a whole different, because it's just a story. It's one thing, it's a story, and the other thing is that it's actually true in ourselves.
The thing that I find to be more powerful is the subtle.
Oh, Ran, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Thank you. What were you up to? What was your stream? Hello, welcome in all Rananites. That's what I'm calling you, but it kind of makes you sound like a cult. Rananites, hello. Hi, Canthric, hi, W, what's up? Byron Bray is known for being full of stoner deadbeats. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Usually I vibe with stoner deadbeats. Usually they're pretty fun. They're pretty chill people. These people went a bit too far maybe on the chill side of it, what being in a alleged sex cult. But anyway. Anyway, so yeah, this is basically...
Can they hit on the break? All hands on
It's Ran's stream! Everyone go check out Ran. He got that bamboozling language pretty quick. Yeah, oh my god. So all of the words they're using, it's like, oh, awakening, spiritual, the subtle, powerful. I actually forgot what the other guy said completely. But, you know, it was words like this, right? Words like this where you get a little bit bamboozled. Don't let sweaty white people bamboozle you. Or any white people. Or any people. Don't let people bamboozle you. Thank you. Because honestly, if someone is like, oh, I'm going to put the subtle and the powerful and the spiritual awakening, and if you step into my aura, the chakras of light and eternal damnation will come together and bless you with quasi-esoteric manipulation of light. That man is full of shit. He has no idea what he's talking about. The same way that I have no idea what that means. Neither does he. Guaranteed. Okay? Guaranteed. Thank you so much. Well, just a tune and vibe and also frequencies. Yes, if you tune your frequency to the frequency of the universe, then you just become more in tune with the universe itself. And then when you build that connection, you can finally find out who you are and rise to meet the standards that you and the universe can set for yourself. No idea what that means. Full of shit. That doesn't mean anything, okay? Listen, don't let white people or any people bamboozle you. Thank you. Tune your frequency to Smooth FM. Then you just get it constantly in your ear, just 24/7. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just tap into the frequency of your left hemisphere. Don't even start with me. Stop it, I'm getting bamboozled. But yeah, like when I watched the video I just showed you about the leader, Baba These Nuts or whatever his name is, when I just showed you his video, I was getting bamboozled too because it was so pretty with all the lights and the breeze, and I was just like, ooh, you know? So it's very easy to get bamboozled, but you just have to remember these people, okay, don't know that people are not infinitely smarter than someone else. Does that make sense? We're all like semi on the same level, I think. Anyway, regardless of that, the point is, if someone really knows what they're talking about, they will be able to explain it to you. Not necessarily. Have you talked to any engineers before, lol? But usually, especially if they're speakers like this, if this is their job, they'll be able to explain it to you in a way that you understand. If you don't understand, it's not because you're stupid. It's because they're doing that on purpose. They're trying to bamboozle you. If you don't understand what someone says and you say, hey, could you rephrase that for me? Hey, I don't understand. Hey, dumb that down. Or what does this word mean? What does this question mean? And they don't make it any clearer, or they start talking about something completely different. And you're like, well, now I'm even more confused. They're doing it on purpose. You're not stupid. They're not smarter than you. They're being a dick, okay? Thank you. PSA, thank you so much. Yeah, everything around you was made up by someone just like you. I genuinely think that's true. Like, if someone can do it, you could do it with enough time and practice and energy, maybe. I'll never be a professional football player, but, you know, beyond that. Anyway, so... this is a guy who took this course. So the level 1 course is basically, it's the first workshop that you go and do. You go to their place or whatever it is, somewhere in a field, I don't know. And you basically get taught about all of these different things, light energies, sexual things. And then I assume there's like lots of orgies happening all around. Anywho. This is the guy who's just come out of it, I imagine, as it were. I don't like that he started the video this way. Yeah.
The International School of Temple Arts is an organization that has a training called the Spiritual Sexual Shamanic Experience. I just completed this training. It's their level 1 training about a month ago in Costa Rica.
Thanks for the prime.
An incredibly profound journey for me. And I want to share my experience with you and a few things about ISTA that you might want to know if you're considering doing their level 1 program.
He's so out of breath.
That's important to know is that
he's so out of breath, and that kind of, even though he's going downhill, so that kind of proves your point about like how do they have the energy for all of this orgy stuff? You know what I mean? How do they have the energy for all of it? He doesn't. He's wheezing.
You go to ISTA, you are not going to a workshop where you're going to learn a bunch of bullet-pointed things about sexuality or spirituality or anything like that. You're stepping into an experience. You're stepping into
remember that phrasing, by the way,
that is created by the facilitation team that is designed to help you be the best version of yourself, to help you dive into the depths of what it means to be a sexual being on this planet, and to help you rise to, I know it sounds cliche, but your fullest potential.
Fullest potential.
That's what they're doing
sexually,
I assume. It's very experiential from the moment you get there till the moment you leave. The next thing that's really important to know if you're considering going to their level 1 training is that these trainings happen all over the world, and they are taught by different...
All right. Enough out of you, sweaty man. Okay, so that's basically what it is. Now, did you remember that phrasing? You're not going to get a bullet point list. It's an experience. Weirdly, and this is the first weird thing I thought, because when I was investigating this, I like to keep an open mind, and I don't like to just assume something is a cult. That's not true. If you've been on any of my streams, you know I'm bullshitting you right now. I should keep an open mind and not just assume everything is a cult. So when I was listening to this, I was like, hey, maybe it is just a bunch of dudes getting together in a forest and having an orgy. In which case, power to you, that's not a bad thing. But as I was watching more and more of guys like this, or people on the interweb nets talking about their experience at ISTA and stuff like that, I've noticed that they all use the same phrasing. It's all like, you're not going to it's not going to teach you about sex. It's an experience. Or you don't understand the experience until you do the experience. So here's someone, we're going to come back to this video, but this woman, as an example, says the exact same thing.
Namaste. I'm Kamala Devi, and this is my kitty, Kabuki.
So quiet.
And today I want to talk to you about the work that I do in the world.
So quiet. So quiet. Why do they do this to me? Oh my goodness. What? Bear with me, chat. I'll make it louder for you. I got a trick.
Namaste.
Hey. Cool. No, not a VPN. No VPN.
I'm Kamala
Okay. There you go.
Debbie, and this is my kitty, Kabuki.
It's still kind of quiet, but it's better.
Today I want to talk to you about the work that I do in the world. It's a mystery school called International School of Temple Arts, and it is a...
So basically, long story short, her friend is like, oh, you're in a cult, blah, 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 blah. And then she says, in answer to this,
honest with me, right? So she says, from the outside, it looks... I told her, I said, I could tell you, I could explain it to you or describe it to you, but still, even if you read the website and all the material or even heard people's testimonials, you're not going to get it until you experience it directly.
And that's what they all say. It's like, oh, you're not going to understand. They're not going to teach you. It's not a bullet point list until you experience it, blah, 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 until you experience it. And it's so weird that they're all saying the same fucking thing, isn't it? Because people don't share opinions. If I said to you, okay, imagine a box. And then I asked you, what's your box made out of? How big is it? Etc. We're all going to come up with completely different things. No one explains the same thing the same way. Not everyone. Not everyone in testimonial YouTube videos, unless they've been told. But then again, that might be a little bit conspiratorial of me. But still, it's made out of human skin. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Thank you so much, Murder. Thank you so much for the 21 months. Jesus. Thank you. You see, it can't be explained, only experienced. Sign up to ISTA. How much do you think ISTA, the level 1 weekend experience, costs? Where you just go and you just have sex with a bunch of people. $5. You're closer, Dodie. $1,000. See, that would be reasonable, wouldn't it? $3,000 for just one little weekend. $3,000. And you have to pay that, obviously. And then you go and then you have sex with something with a bunch of people. Now, listen. That sounds like something, doesn't it? That sounds like something. Not quite. But you pay money for sex. Sounds like something. But it's educational. It's not quite that. I'm sure the sex part is optional, etc., etc., etc. The thing is, though, this is not the first temple that Baba Nuts has participated in. So he wasn't the leader of these temples. Well, he was at one of them. There was the Phoenix Goddess Temple. That was run by a woman named Tracy Elise. And she basically recruited a bunch of women, mostly women, ran this goddess temple. It was all the same, absolutely the same beliefs, the same stuff they would do, believing in the energy and the whatever, absolutely the same as ISTA. But it was a bunch of women that would join it, and then and then people would come and they would have the sex. And then, this is American. These ones are American. So it's 3,000 USD dollars. They just have places all over the world. It's not Australian dollars. It's USD. 3,000 USD. So, yeah. But, so the Phoenix Goddess Temple basically was exactly the same thing. Bunch of women would be there. And then every now and then people would, or actually a lot of the time, they'd run these courses and men would basically come and have sexual shenanigans with the women. And then they would be asked and basically forced to donate.
Me, are y'all with the cult?
We're not a cult. We're an organization that promotes love.
Yeah, this is it.
Thank you. Thank you for the bits. Yeah, but then they would be made to donate. And if they weren't donate, they were shunned, kicked out forever. Big thing. They had to donate. So they would come, they would have sex, sometimes just that, no course or anything, and then they'd be made to pay for it. Now you could say that's not prostitution, it's not a brothel, But the courts of law disagree, actually. In 2011, there was a huge raid. Police stormed in, arrested Tracy Elise. There was a bunch of trials in courts. She was like, no, it's religious freedom. It's what we believe in. This isn't Tracy, so I should find Tracy. Mystic Mother, Tracy Elise, that's her. And yeah, and they were like, no, it's religious freedom. We're giving educational courses. It's a spiritual experience. This is just my religious belief. And it didn't work. The court was like, no. Oh, they were also money laundering. That's new to me. Yeah, no, she was running a brothel that was under the guise of being a religious spiritual experience. It was a brothel. So, oopsie daisies. Now, there was another church at the same time. So there were two temples, actually. This is the Phoenix Temple. But there was a second temple called the Sedona Goddess Temple in the same place. And that one was run by who? Not Tracy. Who was it run by? Who do you reckon? Pericarial. It was run by Baba D's Nuts. It was run by Baba Goodyear. Exactly. It was run by Baba whatever his name is, who currently runs ISTA. And that one got shut down and raided as well. So basically, the reason why people are one of the many reasons why people are very, very sussy about ISTA is because it's literally the exact same beliefs, same philosophies, same practices, same staff, same leaders, same location, except now they've globally expanded, as the one that was arrested and raided. She's in prison now, I'm pretty sure, for being an illegal brothel. But the name is different. You're right. The name is different. You're right. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh Jesus. Okay, so here is I was going to show you a little news article of her being arrested, but I think you get it. I think you understand. Instead of that, let me show you her. This is her talking about being on trial. Tracy's an odd duck, but she's okay. Oh wait, no, she's not. She ran an illegal brothel. I forgot. Not okay.
So I have 3 days of trial left, maybe 4.
You think that's her real voice? She has like the demon voice. She has intro music, but no intro, which is pretty funny. Can you imagine if I started every single stream just like this? For 10 minutes before 1 o'clock. You kind of do just blurry. I'm doing things. Usually I'm shoving a sandwich in my mouth. So, you know, it's different. It's different.
And they're either going to make herstory and be able to reopen the Arizona temples and
she got demon voice.
Using the sincere testimony, our doctrine, the calendars and newsletters that show we were actually practicing our faith, and of course the testimony of our elder, James Mooney, who brought church documentation. And
yeah, babe, people practicing your faith is not the issue. If any, actually, that was the issue. People practicing the faith of having sex with each other for donations. That was the problem, darling. That's the whole thing.
And I asked for a song for my radio oracle, and I got, why do they do me that way? The radio oracle has spoken. Why do they do me that way? It's human nature.
Oh my God, she's unhinged.
And you know, that's why we don't let the government tell us who God is. We don't let bureaucrats, prosecutors, cops, people at the clerk's office who do a good job, but we don't let them tell us what religion is.
Maybe the police have a bit of a say. I just feel like if it was a religion and you weren't running an illegal brothel, I feel like in most cases, barring corruption, the police wouldn't storm your place. We don't let human rights tell us what good faith is. I mean, the opposite of prostitution is constitution. Yeah. Or something. I don't know. She got a positive
Don't
attitude.
let them do that. That's why we have a constitution. So it's Wednesday the 17th. I'm going to let go of doing perfect videos. And so I'm here. Do they do me that way? Why did they do me that way? I don't know. We presented all this evidence and they're just ignoring it. So
Evidence that you were doing the things they accused you of.
And I want to say this. My elders have said, and the attorneys have said,
It's funnier without music. Oh no, because the music doesn't save in the VODs. Am I going to be embarrassed by this? Am I gonna be embarrassed? Oh yeah! For 10 minutes before 1 o'clock. That's how I should start my streams, I swear to God. Dead silence. You kind of do just blurry. I'm doing things. Usually I'm shoving a sandwich in my mouth. Yeah, that's how I should do it. Dead silence the entire time. I love it. I love it. Yeah, 100%. Gaslighting us into thinking there's music. This isn't real. It's all in your head. Okay.
make a motion to dismiss. And part of me just wants to be found innocent, that I'm a priestess.
Part of you.
Because
the
I'm
other
not
part
a
of me
priestess.
says,
I mean,
bring it
I
on.
know I'm a priestess, but the jury, the judge, the courtroom, the prosecutors, they don't even know what a priestess is. And maybe the best way for priestesses who do sacred sexuality, holy anointing, hands-on healing, maybe the best way for people like me to get on with the business of healing people and making that available as a full-time right life.
Anyway, you get it. She's completely delulu. I think, do you know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of that guy, Philip Schofield. Philip Schofield was accused of kind of being a weird ass groomer. Accused of, allegedly, because he cheated on his wife and then had an affair with a 20-year-old on the show that he was producing, except for the fact that he met the 20-year-old when he was like 12 or something, and then helped him get a job and was an intern throughout his teenage years. And then they shagged when he was 20. So everyone's a little bit like, he's not in trouble legally, like he's not arrested or anything, but everyone's just a bit like, ew. Also, his brother is convicted as a kitty fiddler, which, you know, he is not his brother, but you think you'd be a little bit more careful. It's just like, listen, if my brother was a professional kitty fiddler, right? If that's what my brother was doing, I think I would get so put off. Also, there's evidence that he knew and didn't say anything. There's a lot of evidence that he knew about his brother and didn't say anything at all. It actually came out in court. But I just feel like I would be a bit more careful. I would be so unbelievably put off that I wouldn't shag a 20-year-old when I'm 60 and cheat on my wife about it. Just wouldn't do that. You know, listen, I feel like a lot of celebrities in these cases, they don't realize or they forget that not doing that is an option. Just don't do that. Anyway, he's not in trouble legally or whatever, but people are like, ew, and he got kicked off the show that he was having an affair with the 20-year-old on, obviously. Obviously, he got kicked off that show as a presenter because that's bad vibes. Anyway, yes, but then the reason why this reminds me of it is because he made a show after that about being on a deserted island. Philip Schofield Castaway is what he called it, because he's been cast away of society, he's been cancelled and all of this stuff. And the whole thing is just him sitting by the campfire being like, I don't understand why everyone hates me. It's just like this is just a witch hunt and everyone's out to get me for no reason, and it's because I'm a gay man or something and everyone's just attacking me and blah blah blah. Like it's really freaking weird. It's really weird. Like the whole thing is this Chim being like, why did they do me that way, as she's saying, and that's why that reminds me of this. Why would they do this to me? Because you cheated on your wife and had an affair with a 20-year-old who you met and then helped him with his career when he was 12 and told him he was more like mature for his age, and you knew that about your brother's shenanigans and didn't say anything. That's why. There's not no reason. Oh, they cast me away for no reason. There were reasons, Philip. Jesus fucking Christ. And that's what she's saying. Same thing. I don't understand. The courts of law, the police, they don't understand. We're just practicing our spiritual freedom. No one can tell us who God is. I don't get it. I don't get why anyone's out to get me. Why do they do me that way? Because you ran an illegal brothel and did money laundering. Lily, or whatever your name is. Tracy. God. Why are people like this? Like, listen, you could not be, like, sorry. I honestly would prefer if someone just owned up to it and was like, yeah, I ran an illegal brothel, I don't give a fuck. That would be better for me than people not being, it's about not being self-reflective. Self-reflective, okay? You know what you were doing. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? You know what you're doing when you shagged the 20-year-old that you met when he was 12. You knew what that was about. Self-reflection. Move on. Okay? It's not illegal. You're not in trouble. Everyone knows it's true. Just shut up. Just shut up and just stop being like, oh, why does everyone hate me? Shut up, Philip. Sorry. I've gone too far. The Delulu became the Trululu, and it's annoying. Sorry, I was trying to make it rhyme, but I couldn't think of a rhyme. It's annoying. It's annoying. Alleged illegal brothel. No. She's in prison. She's been convicted. Don't need to use alleged anymore. Pow. Would it be refreshing? Yeah, it would be. It feels wrong to say it would be refreshing if, like, groomers were just like, yeah, I'm a groomer. Bet. And what, bitch? But I would respect that more. Do you know? I really would. Yeah, I killed that woman. Fuck you. Run away. Like that guy that definitely didn't murder his wife, O.J. Simpson. He wrote a book about it. He was just like, bet I did it. Or distinctly he didn't do it. I respect that. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't respect that. Too far. Too far. If he did it, yeah, exactly. But that was very much a bet. And what? Fight me moment. Which is a crazy thing to do when you're talking about murder, but still. Anyway, that's Tracy. We don't have time. Everyone shut up. Okay. So, yeah, they're basically exactly the same. This cult, alleged cult that ran the illegal prostitution are literally exactly the same, down to the staff, the teachings, the things, the everything, as the ISTA. Now, every time the ISTA is accused of something, like, oh, one of your instructors is harassing someone or whatever it is, oh, you're connected to this brothel, or you're still kind of doing the same practices, charging $3,000 to go to a retreat where it's just basically one massive orgy, and that's a problem. Like, you shouldn't charge money for sex because power dynamics. Also, a big thing that they were mad at in her case, but then also in ISTA's case, is that people are having sex with the instructors, which is in a lot of states in America and in Israel, which I think where a lot of this is based. I actually don't know. It's illegal. That's illegal. You're not allowed to have sex with a teacher in any context, I believe, in some places. Fact check me on this one. Okay, first of all, I said some states of America. Second of all, I said fact check me. You're DMing me, Perry, you can't go grand sweeping sentences like this or something. I didn't. Legal, just fireable? I know, in some places it's illegal. Wait, let me fact check. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh wait, this is just showing me the UK. Bow, 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 bow. It's illegal in the UK if they're under 18. But, you know. I guess I'm wrong. Where did I read that? I read that somewhere. Well, anyway, it's frowned upon. It's weird. Regardless of where, maybe Israel. I don't know. I read that somewhere. I got it wrong. The search history? I know. The search history is bad. I doubt it's illegal for me to have sex with my Zumba instructor. See, my cousin had a big crush on her Zumba instructor, but it turns out he was gay, and she was very disappointed. But the thing is, it was really obvious. Like, before the lesson, he kissed his boyfriend, and everyone saw, and she saw too, but I think she just blocked it out because she wanted to make the Delulu the true Lulu. They're just really good friends. He still wants to shag me. She's not very bright, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so it's not illegal. A hetero guy could have disappointed her as well. To be fair, she was like 17 and he was a grown man. So I think probably the answer would have been no, if not, should have been no. He could just be kissing a homie. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing gay about that. Keep your socks on. It's all fine. Anyway, yeah, okay, so whatever. But it's frowned upon. It's very much frowned upon. It's very much like not a good vibe for people to have sex with their instructors. So that's another thing that people were upset about. And they were criticizing the cult for being like, you're paying people to teach you. So there are instructors and teachers in this thing. And then power dynamic, power imbalance, these instructors are then having sex with the people who are there. And that's not okay. That's not okay at all. I'm not sure that ISTA still do that. They used to do that. ISTA used to do that. And then they kind of got a lot of criticism around 2017, 2018. And I don't know if they still do that, but still, they're instructing their student on how to smash, which is so weird. That's so freaking weird. It's hands-on training. Ew! Ew! Yeah, someone who definitely thinks that all of this is a problem is Steve Hassan, who I mentioned. Now, Steve Hassan calls himself the world's leading expert on cult stuff. I think he is a leading expert on cult stuff. He definitely knows his stuff. I've talked about Steve Hassan in a roundabout way before on stream because I've mentioned his influence continuum and his bite model before, but I haven't talked about him. I didn't credit him for any of these things. I was like, have you heard of the bite model? But he got linked into the ISTA stuff because they kept citing him as a reason why they're not a cult. Because they kept bringing in his influence continuum and his bite model, like ways to identify a cult and like cult practices and stuff, like a checklist for it. They kept bringing in that stuff to be like, we're not doing this, see? Therefore, we're not a cult, see? And so and people kept telling him, yeah, you know, they're citing you. Like they have a page of you on their website. And he was like, So he posted this video.
Hello, I'm Dr. Stephen Hassan.
Hi, Stephen.
I wanted to make
I'm going to go ahead and put him on 1.5 times speed because he takes his time. I'm going to say that for free.
Short video comment regarding ISTA.
Hi, Steve.
A group that is problematic. And I've been told that they are using my work to say that they're not a destructive organization, not a destructive cult.
And he's like, what the fuck?
And I am flattered that they want to tell their members to come to freedomofmind.com. I just want to invite all
That's
members,
his website with the
anyone who's
resources.
interested in researching this particular group, always to do their due diligence and to reality test for themselves the nature of any organization or
Reality
relationship.
testing, always good.
I am aware that ISTA has contacted via email my office several times requesting an interview with me, which I have declined. This was before I heard about these controversial things that are happening in detail. And they even offered to pay me for an interview. But, you know, my reputation is very important to me and to everyone who's read To Combating Cult Mind Control and Freedom of Mind, Cult of Trump.
Product placement from him is S tier. Yeah, those are all his books in the background and his degree. And then every few sentences, I'm going to stop it here because the rest of the 5-minute video is him being like, and you can check out this website and you can check out this page and you can check out this book. And if you're interested about this, you can check out this resource. He's very good at this. He's like, bish, bash, boss, do your due diligence by using my website. It's actually S tier from him. He is missing a didgeridoo. Yeah, but he's in the US, so it's a bit harder to get your hands on one, I imagine. Yeah. Perry streams from the void because she hasn't got any books yet. I'm just waiting, man. I'm just waiting to fill this space up with my books and certificates and, you know, I could put my degrees in here, but it would give away my full name, location, and university. So that's a bad idea. all of my many merch items as well. Eventually this space is going to get filled up, but I'm not sure what with yet. Not sure. We have a fake Cambridge degree in the top cupboard. We do? Excuse me, chat. Excuse me. Okay. I'm in a mini skirt. I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to stretch on a chair in front of your faces because you know what? I don't want to traumatize you like that. You know. Finish the game. Which one? I don't. Which game? Finish Marvel Rivals. That's what I was playing last. Can you finish Marvel Rivals? Feel like that one's pretty eternal, no? Could have turned on the smudge filter. Yes, but this is more fun, don't you think? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Okay. Cool. Let's find it. I can't see it. You lied to me. Are you sure it's not on the bookshelf? You see it? Nowhere. Well done. Thank you. Yeah! Wait, are we sure that it's... Yeah! There we go. We can put this in the void. Perfect. That's so funny. That's amazing. Weirdest magic trick. That is so funny. Guys, it's my degree. Where can we put it? We can just like stick it here. Where should we put this? Like, Make sure it's crooked. That one isn't Doxy. It hasn't got any information on it. Your name at Cambridge. Guys, I didn't go to Cambridge. Put it on the mic. We should frame it and we should put it somewhere. Yes. It's perfect. That's not gonna work. We'll figure it out, but that's so great that I have this. You're bending it! I'm sorry, you're right, I'm bending it. I'm sorry. Okay, chat. Excuse me. I'm gonna de-marshmallow over here. Ba-ba-ba-da. Okay. I lost my scrunchie in here. Could you find it? Thank you. You should frame it along with the citizenship of the island. Oh my god, yeah, I have a certificate that makes me a citizen of Uri Geller's Lamb Island, which is amazing. I'm so happy about it. Okay. I don't want to put sellotape on the void because I don't want to damage it. I don't want to break it. But that's very good that we have this. It may not be in there. Don't worry yourself. Definitely did lose a scrunchie though. No, it's here. Never mind. Sorry. Thank you. He was searching through my marshmallow because I thought I lost the scrunchie in the sleeve, but I didn't. We're here to witness the evolution of marshmallow into human. It's because I'm finding my frequency that matches me or blends me with the universe. That's why I can de-marshmallow effectively. All right. So that's Steve. Now, if you're asking me, which you didn't, but if you were asking me, what does Steve do? What does Steve do? One of the things that Steve does is his bite model, which I think we mentioned before, but he has a bite model, which basically is the ways that cults, it's like traits and characteristics of cults, right? Bite model. So it's stuff like how they control your behavior, your information, your thought, and your emotions. Stuff like your physical environment, propaganda, blah, 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 right? And so you can basically go through any cult and answer these questions, which is pretty fun. In terms of ISTA, they don't have everything, which is why some people are like, they're not a cult, right? Some things they don't have is they're not isolating people. They're not encouraging people not to talk to their friends and family. And it's marketed super openly and vulnerably and voluntarily, I mean, and things like that. And they focus on personal development. But the thing is, I don't know if that's a very strong argument. Because a big thing that they do, as you saw in those videos, is the doctrine that we understand the world and they don't. You can't possibly know what this is unless you experience it, right? We're a revolution. How could the world possibly live this way? We know the truth. Everyone else is repressed. Us versus them, right? Which is right there, the top one of the thought thing. And even if they're not overtly saying, you shouldn't speak to your friends and family anymore, by saying that we know better and no one else understands you, that is pushing people away from their friends and family. So you could argue that it goes around like that, you know? It's a very efficient way of doing things, I would imagine. But things that they do are things like specific practices and rituals, pushing boundaries of what people are comfortable with, so that's behavior, dismissing any sort of scrutiny, minimizing any sort of allegations of misconduct, being like, no, people are just out to get us, no, it's not true, it never happened, even though it did, that's information. Saying something that we have, like, this worldview that no one else understands, it's all about energy and liberation. Discomfort, if you feel bad about it, if you don't want to engage in the orgy, that's just you being, you know, closed off and you're never going to embrace any sort of change. And if anyone has any doubts, well, that's stupid, you should get over that. That's thought. And having the orgies, right, just by nature is a super intense emotional and psychological experience, which will lead to dependence on various people for guiding them through that. It will maintain loyalty, it will suppress criticism and stuff like that. That's emotional. So there's lots of cult-like stuff that ISTA's going through, even if it's not a cult. That's very interesting. And that got me thinking. I wonder if we could use this. And I wonder if we could make our own. And that leads me. Welcome everybody to... Oh no, not autoplay. Welcome everybody to Build a Cult. How to build a cult. Oh, it was based on year 7. Okay, hold on. Sorry. It was based on year 7. Oopsie daisies. You didn't see anything. How to build a cult. Yay! Like Build a Bear, but cults. Yay! Which school project did you rip off this time? I didn't. A year 7 literature about how to show emotion, not tell it. Anyway, so we are going to make our own cult out of this using all of the psychological stuff that we know. Okay. And I'm going to leave it all to you. Basically, all of this is going to be left to you and you're going to do it for me. So our first question, I want you to brainstorm ideas and then I'll poll it and we'll come to a decision. Our first question, the first thing that any cult needs is a good charismatic leader. Who is our charismatic leader? Who do you reckon? We can have Keanu Reeves. My first thought was Keanu Reeves. But it can be anyone. It also doesn't have to be like a real person. You can describe him. Someone with a cool jacket. Paul Rudd is a good idea, actually. Paul Rudd is great. Ryan Reynolds. I don't know. Cleedum. Okay, we've got Cleedum. We've got Paul Rudd. The dude from Peaky Blinders. I don't know who that is. Jimmy Kimmel. Tom Hardy. Jason Statham. Oh my god, I would so vote for Jason Statham. That's so funny. Cillian Murphy? Henry Cavill has to go on there. Guys, I'm going to take off Cleedum because people aren't going to know who that is. Sorry, babe. Sorry, I'm taking you off the poll. Can we get some more representation? Oh yeah, we've just got white boys on the... We've got 5 white boys, chat. This is terrible. But maybe we need a white boy to sell the cult. Maybe we do. It's the way of the world, unfortunately. It's not a good way of the world, but it's the way of the... Let's add Lady Gaga on there because she's a rock star. Totally. Totally. Morgan Freeman, not after the allegations. Margaret Thatcher. Yeah, let's put Maggie T on there. Okay, everybody. Poll it. Who is our charismatic leader? Poor Rad got a massive bump there immediately. Poll it. Oh, I actually don't know who it's gonna be. Okay. I think, if I'm correct, we've decided that our charismatic leader is Henry Cavill. Woo! There he is. Let's go. Our charismatic leader. Fantastic. Okay. Forever Superman, how do you beat that? It's a good point. Ricky, thank you so much for the following. Glizzy, welcome in. How are you doing? It's a very, very, very good point. Very good point from you. All right. Next. What is their superpower? So all cult leaders have to have something that's interesting about them. So it could be that they have X-ray vision, but usually it's more likely they hear voices from God, or they are a visionary pioneering the way of the world. They see the world in a way that no one else does, or something like that. They are in touch with Robin Williams' ghost. Something. They have something that makes them very, very, very different. What do you think? Raising the dead, Necromancer Cavill. That's so funny. Raising the dead. Weakness to kryptonite. Well, that's not a good thing. No one's gonna follow him for that. They can smell God smells. What does that mean, Egot? Like they smell gods? Or like there are special smells that are God smells? I don't like Dean's levitate. Levitate 1 inch off the ground. Love it. Because it's like not useful at all. They smell sounds. Okay. Smell sounds. Or they hear smells. Okay, guys. Smells. They taste light. Oh my gosh. They can spontaneously become the girl from The Ring. We're just describing him have a brain aneurysm. They can see smells. And they can... And last one, hair growth 40% faster than average. Okay, poll it. What's their superpower? There were some excellent suggestions that didn't make it onto the poll, unfortunately. Some very, very good suggestions. What's their superpower? Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Yeah. Okay. Okay, what have we got? Levitate 1 inch off the ground. All right. This is so stupid. There he is, levitating 1 inch off the ground. That's Henry Cavill. I'm so proud of myself for finding that picture. Shango, hi, welcome in. All right, next. Next. I'd follow that guy as would you, I would imagine. Put one in the chat if you'd follow that guy. Henry Cavill that can levitate 1 inch off the ground. 100%. But next thing, every cult needs one, or well, probably many, but you know, we don't have all day. One major belief. So you've got Henry Cavill who can levitate 1 inch off the ground, but what does he believe in? What's the cult about? You know, some cults, they believe in sexual energy being the path to enlightenment, or you have to lose a bunch of weight so Robin Williams comes down in his UFO and saves you, or there's going to be a earthquake, or there's the reckoning, or something. Pigeons, you have to say more. The moon is an egg. I like that. Okay. What's the belief? That the moon is an egg. Gravity isn't real. So, like, people can learn how to float off into the air. I love it. The floor is lava. But, like, realsy, so everyone's just hopping on chairs all the time. Everything is cake and everyone's just flipping out 24/7. Water is a government spy. Love it. We call it the danger egg. The moon? Oh my gosh. Believe in the sun god Ra. I'm going to include that because it's simple. It's simple. And I like that. Cats are Illuminati. And finally, radio waves tell the future. Okay, Paulette. Good ideas, everyone. Good ideas. What's their major belief? Believe the sun god Raul, previously of Real Madrid. I'm watching the poll so I can find you pictures. Do you know what? Why I really like the floor is lava one? I really like that because it's very linked to him levitating 1 inch off the ground. So that's just very good, you know? It just works really, really, really well. Thank you for voting. I'll add it to our slides. Easy, easy. Okay. That's our major belief. And that's why levitating 1 inch off the ground is like good. He can walk around, but no one else can. That's honestly really clever. That actually is really, that goes really well. That's very, you guys are really thinking like cult, I guess, what are we now? Cult manufacturers? Weird. Anyway, what is the end goal? What is the ultimate end goal? So yes, the floor is lava. And so I suppose, what is it that we want to do? We want to help everyone walk around? Is that what we want to do? Or do we want to get rid of the lava on the floor? Do we want to ascend to a higher place, as you say, that's not a world filled with lava? We want to stop global warming? What's the end goal? Live on a cloud. Stop global warming. Bring back the Roman Empire. Bring back the Roman Empire. I don't really see how that's correlated, but I like the energy. Go to space where there isn't lava and no gravity, so there isn't floor. Go to space where no lava and no floor. Beautiful. Very similar to the live on a cloud one, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I was going to suggest a moon omelette, but not anymore. Yeah, the moon is an egg cult. Didn't quite win here. You want to become one with the lava. Oh, I like that. Become one with the lava, like be lava resistant. That's good. That's good. Stopping global warming is really fucking funny. I agree. Stop continental drift. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Or just make everyone Everyone able to levitate. Everyone able to levitate. But of course they wouldn't be able to, but that means that you can exert power and control. All right. Everyone pull it. Bring back Pangea. Have lava babies? Lava babies. Invert gravity so we can live on the ceiling. These are fucking gold. These are gold. Didn't make it on the poll, unfortunately. Ba, ba. Okay. So we have decided to end global warming, presumably so that the floor isn't lava anymore. Okay, next. That sounds good to me. Who are we recruiting? Okay, so we have our foundation. We have our leader. We know why they're the leader. We have our beliefs, our philosophy, our end goal. So all of our ideology is done, set, ready. Right. Who are we recruiting? Who are we going for? Who do you think would go for and want to be in this levitation fire lava cult? Not just one person, chat. Not just one person. We need multiple people. Who are we recruiting? Children. Jesus Christ. People afraid of fire. That's good. That's good. Where would you find them? Apple users. That might be the same thing, to be fair. Apple users. Minecraft players. Firefighters. That's good because they'd be opposed. They'd be opposed. Stoners. They would be doing it, yeah. They would be doing it. Okay. Environmentalists is pretty good. Pretty good. Environmentalists. The girl from yesterday's stream, she said that she would believe anything. Right? Oh my gosh. Nudists are great because they get burnt easily. Yeah. People with poor circulation. Okay, Paulette! Who are we recruiting? I mean, of course, in the end, we'll recruit everyone. But we have to start somewhere, chat. We can't go in hot. Or I guess we can. 'Cause fire. Thank you, Grace. Oh my god, no way. No way, really? That's so funny because they get blisters. They get blisters and they're also probably more likely to like want to do weird things such as this. That's pretty good. Pretty apt. We can sell a line of burn aftercare. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We could do that. And that actually brings me on. I think that's my next question, or it might be the question afterwards. Who are we recruiting? Nudists. Thank you so much for polling. Okay. Next, how are we recruiting them? Where are we going to go? Where do you find nudists? Or like what method? Are we going to find them online? Because usually I think the best place to recruit people is through university campuses, but I don't know if there are any nudists in university campuses. So I don't think that's going to work, chat. How are we recruiting them? We're going to infiltrate orgies. That's really, really funny. Scandinavia. Infiltrate orgies. Online forums. That's a good idea. That's actually like legitimately a good idea. There are nudist beaches. That's probably a good idea too. Saunas. Gacha game. App. Adverts. Elementary school playgrounds. What? I'm writing it down. Oh, swingers. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Swinger parties. Well, I just wrote down swingers. Swinger parties. Military conquest. So you just go into a place and just invade and then take them. Okay. I did say method as well. Retirement homes. Maya, your parents are nudists? Oh my god, that must be so traumatizing for you. Cool for them. Fun for them. Traumatizing for you. I'm sorry. Banks. What? Twitch discords. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. How are we recruiting them, chat? How are we recruiting? Men, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Someone was just like, Scandinavia. I mean, it's not a good idea, but it is funny. Military conquest. Beaches is good because the floor is hot. Oh, that's true, actually, because the floor's already hot and people will be like, yeah, this is an issue that affects me. That's true. That's true. I didn't think of that because usually when cults or scams or whatever want to recruit people, they go for people who are struggling with the issue that they claim they can fix. Usually that's easier than in our case because usually the issue they can fix is like feelings of loneliness or feelings of lack of purpose or not having enough money, you know, stuff like that. But we've gone, the floor is lava, so that's a little bit trickier. But yeah, if you go for a beach, the floor is really hot and people are, that's genius. That's genius. Yeah. Hot sand beaches. Absolutely. That's a really good idea. Thank you for polling. Let's add it. Okay. Cool. Next. Suckers. How will they be exploited? Every good cult has to have something in it for themselves. You have to have a reason for doing the cult, right? Like, yeah, we want to run a cult for the fun, for the fame of it, right? So we have people who follow us and blah, 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 blah. But they also need to give us something back. Because, you know, the fun of having a cult isn't going to last forever. So we need something. We also need, like, maybe ways to pay for stuff or whatever it is. How are they exploited? So is that, yeah, what do we want from them? Do we want money? Do we want sex from them? Do we want people to work the farms on our communes or whatever it is? What are we going to make them do? Run on hamster wheel. I can only assume you mean for electricity. We buy their shoes. Shoes. Because they don't need them, right? The floor is lava. Yeah. Knitting cat clothes. You make them knit cat clothes. Free nipples. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Collecting amber. Very specific. Love it. Organs, full stop. But then you'd go through a lot of people very quickly, though. You'd go through a lot of cult members super quickly, and I don't know if we have that sort of advertising ability. We can use them as reflective surfaces. What? Free the nipple. Okay. Collect yeast from the women to make bread. God damn. No, I'm not putting that on the poll. Product testing. That's good. That's horrifying. Reduce, reuse, recycle. No. Why is everyone talking about cutting their nipples off? I don't understand how that will help us. They drain the oceans for us. Drain the oceans, and then what? We like sell big water? No, we can run a hydroelectric plant. That's pretty good. It's cold. It doesn't have to make sense. Yeah, do you know what? We can make that sun care brand. They can make sun care brands for us. Yeah. I forget who we said we would target. Nudists. Nudists. Yeah. So, selling their shoes doesn't really work, actually, to be honest, because I don't think they have any, to be frank. But we can make them knit shoes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna fuck it all off. Paulette, how are we exploiting them? What do we want from them? How are we using the people once we have them living with us? I realized I wrote run on hamster instead of run on hamster wheel. My bad. My bad. Welp. Oh, this one's tricky. We're not sure about this one. This one requires a little bit more thought, to be fair, because it's like the basis of our entire business model. It's a big, big decision. We're Henry Cavill. The floor is lava. We're recruiting nudists from hot beaches. We believe that we can... What's our end goal again? I totally forgot. Oh yeah, we want to stop global warming. So I guess step one is making a sun care brand. Okay, cool. Let's get some after sun up in here. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the poll. All right. There she is. Next. Saucy. Where will they live? I put like an empty room here. Of course, it doesn't need to be inside. It can be anything. Where will they live? The nudists who want to levitate and solve global warming and the floor is lava and stuff. Where are we keeping them? In the trees. In the trees. Yeovil. That's only funny for us though. Underwater. It's pretty good. Scandinavia. Stop throwing out Scandinavia there. Yeovil. Nothing fucking happens in Yeovil. Fucking Yeovil. I almost lived in Yeovil. Oh my god. Antarctica. Pretty good. Pretty expensive, I would imagine. But it is rural. I'll put it down. Epstein Island. Jesus Christ. Center of the earth. They'll all die. They'll all die in a I'm not gonna put my wardrobe, but in just a wardrobe. Just keep them in a wardrobe. I was thinking like living room with lots of furniture, because otherwise, you know, the floor is lava. Like, how are we gonna... Yeah, like a playground. Obstacle course. I'm gonna put total wipeout course on there. IKEA! And then we can put like a Scandinavian IKEA. I'll add that. Scandinavian IKEA. There we go. Because carpets, Perry. Oh yeah, true. True. All right. I thought trees. In the tree. In the trees. Go. Pull it. They're all gold. I'm happy with any of these. Underground, like the mole people. Do you know, I've realized the person who goes first, like the first person to put their vote in, biases the poll hugely, because you see this massive shoot up for one of them and you're like, oh, I guess that's the most popular one. Really, it's only one vote, but it's whoever's first basically biases the poll, basically wins the poll. So this is about speed more than anything else. Okay. We're going for an IKEA, home of the everyday. Cool. But it's not it's not an amazing cult location, to be honest. I think we can make it work. We can make it work, definitely. But it's not an amazing cult location because it's not very out the way, is it? It's pretty in the way. of other people. Bow, bow, bow. IKEA! Thank you so much. We don't need to, but we don't need to build anything. We can just jump in the warehouse, and there's loads of furniture because the floor is lava. That works really well. We just need to find an abandoned one, basically, or like do some shenanigans, murder everyone, smoke bomb, whatever it is, you know. Okay, how big is our cult? Now, of course, end goal, we go global. That's all cults, right? But do we want to start really private, secluded, build up community commitment, make it a little small, like-minded people? Or do we want to go global to begin with, go online, start with all of this? How big do we want our cult? And you can give me specific numbers, or you can give me like vibes. 69 people specifically, and then it's a 1 in, 1 out policy. All right. Want to keep it small, village, but you want multiple locations of 69 people. Just one person. IKEA membership cards! Okay. It's a good idea. Just a private Discord. Scandinavia only. Are there hot beaches in Scandinavia? Because then we have to fly people out. So you're not thinking about this. We have to fly people to Scandinavia, right? From the hot beaches. And there aren't any hot beaches in Scandinavia. And that's like, you're going to have to convince. But then again, they're far away. Oh, but if you can convince people to do that, then they're very far away from home. And IKEA is already Scandinavia. They're very far away from home. They're isolated from their friends and family, different time zone. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Fire limit of IKEA. Well, that just makes sense for health and safety. It does. It does. Ba, 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 ba. There are tons of nudists in Finland, but not hot beaches. Dave, thanks for the follow. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Poll it. Bow, bow, bow. They're also isolated from their families because who shops at IKEA anymore? Yeah, and also no one chats in an IKEA. Even if it's like a public IKEA, and we just got a cult in one of the sets. Meanwhile, the general public is still shopping. No one will notice because no one talks in IKEA, and there are so many shortcuts. What from running away? So we could really do that. Yeah, I like shopping in an IKEA. Grace, no, don't do this to yourself. Is that a cry for help? We've decided to go for the fire limit of the IKEA. Okay, I guess I'm just going to put a picture of IKEA again. That makes sense. That's a very sensible, pragmatic solution, chat. Good, good. Okay. Next. Excellent plans! How do you make them internalize the doctrine? So, good cults, right? You need to brainwash people, right? They need to really believe your beliefs. And so a lot of the way that people do this is through rituals, through mantras, repetitive behaviors, memorizing texts, you know, things like that. Read this book, study this book. What are we doing? What do we make them do to remember and really ingrain themselves in the doctrine, in the thing? How to internalize the doctrine. Honestly, IKEA fucking membership cards is a delightful plan. All body tattoos. Pretty good. Tantric intercourse. Okay. What's related to our fire cult? So we want to stop global warming because the floor is fire. We're run by Henry Cavill, who can levitate 1 inch off the ground, and we want to basically just like keep everyone happy. They live in an IKEA. They're nudists originally, and we recruit them from hot beaches. Drug them and make them walk on hot coals so they think the floor is lava. LSD and hot coals. Honestly, beautiful. That's beautiful. Free furniture. Free furniture. Burn a body part every time they say the mantra wrong. That's actually my next question. So hold on to that thought. Secret chant. Perfect. Like a levitation chant. Yeah. This is good. This is good. Very hot tea. What is that, Kadarius? I kind of feel like maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. What do you think? Okay. Okay, let's go. How are we making them internalize the doctrine? How are we making them remember and like make it their own? LSD and make them walk on hot coals. That's a very good one. That would be very effective. It's the most immoral one, but that would be seriously insanely effective. It really, really would be. Yeah, that's what we're going for? That was a fantastic idea. Fantastic idea. Truly. Let's add it. Trippy hot coals is what I googled, lol. Okay. Why don't they leave? What is the punishment? What are the implications for leaving? Now, this can be they're shunned. This is what this is what separates a lot of cults from just groups or from religions and stuff like that. There's a threat. There's a threat. It could be, oh, if you leave now, you're not gonna have salvation. All this work that you've done, you're not actually gonna be saved when the reckoning comes. Why would you do that? Or you're not allowed to speak to your friends and family anymore. You're shunned from the community. Stuff like that, right? Or, murder. Sometimes. Keep it related to our Forest Fire cult. Why don't they leave? Their furniture gets destroyed. Love it. Very large padlocks. Okay, so we just lock them up. Burn their feet. Right, so they can't leave. They literally can't leave. That makes sense. Compromising photos to their mother. All right. They have to watch Boku no Pico on repeat. I wouldn't wish that on anyone ever. We grab them and sacrifice them in a volcano. And then you create more thetans for the Scientologists. Eternal labyrinth. I'm going to make an adjustment. I think the labyrinth should have floors of hot coals. Scandinavia deportation from Scandinavia. Our leader, Henry Cavill. Our leader, Henry Cavill, gives you a disappointed look. He's not mad. He's just disappointed. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Lock them up in a freezer? Oh, you want cold, do you? All right. Take their nipples. Stop it. Why aren't they leaving? Why aren't they leaving, chat? Even though we're forcing them to make sun care brands. And forcing them to walk on hot coals and take LSD. Why aren't they leaving? Because they know. Because they know if they do, they'll be forced to eternally wander the hot coal fire labyrinth. Oh dear. Oh no. Well, that's not good. Oh, wait! No, that one's not winning. It's drawing with Henry Cavill gives you a disappointed look. Chat, you must decide. You must decide. What's the winner? What is the winner? You'll make Henry Cavill sad. Can you imagine if that's why you don't want to leave the cult? Guys, okay, it's 10-9. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's pretty conclusive. Eternal Hot Coal Labyrinth. Let's go. Are you waiting for the result you want? Do you think I have any stake in this? Do you think that's what I actually just want to show you the picture of Henry Cavill getting sad. But I think that's what would happen anyway. But why don't they leave? Forced to walk a burning labyrinth. Or that we don't actually have a burning labyrinth, but we tell them there is one, and they're like, "Oh, you can leave, but you have to leave this way." That's the exit door. You know? Have you seen that show with the bubbles? What's it called? Is it called Vertigo or something? With all the bubbles, and like you can leave, but you have to leave through like the wasteland or something like that. That's the exit. Love it. Absolutely love it. Paolosh and Sergeant Briggs, thanks for the follows. I appreciate that. Cool. Awesome. And then it's actually just a cliff. What? So then, chat. Then our final cult is as such. Your cult. First of all, we've got Henry Cavill, right? Who can levitate a little bit off the ground. Wait, I've already got a picture of Henry Cavill levitating himself. Let's go. Levitating Henry Cavill. You want to teach us wants to teach us one how to levitate, but then also I'm gonna open this. Excuse me. Make it easier. Okay, so Henry Cavill, who's levitating, wants to teach us how to levitate, but also how to escape the floor being lava, which is our main fundamental belief. Okay. Now, to solve that problem, our grand goal is to stop global warming, but of course we need the participation and the spiritual development of everyone in the cult first to do that. To make this cult, we're going to be recruiting nudists from a very hot beach, so they're aware of the issue and they turn to us to solve it. And nudists are the sort of people that I feel like are spiritually, they'll go with anything, so I think this is a very good idea. While they're there, we're gonna generate some income and put them to work making our sun cream brand, which, you know, I guess is thematic in various ways, but they're not allowed to use it on their feet, obviously. Eventually, we will fly everyone over to a Scandinavian IKEA, which will be on the other side of the world, probably. It will be a good place because it's got furniture, so we can practice the floor is lava in person. It's a big warehouse. We'll find an abandoned one. I'm thinking we bomb one with like poison gas or something, or we pretend it's like fumigated and abandoned and blah, blah, blah. Or maybe we build a new IKEA in like Chernobyl or something. I realize that's not Scandinavia, but it's close enough. Yeah, and because they're flown all the way across the world, they'll be isolated from their friends and family. We won't even have to do that ourselves. It would just happen naturally. Isn't that great? Then, to make them really believe and really reaffirm in the doctrine and all of that stuff, we will drug them at night, probably in their tea, with LSD, and we'll make them walk on hot coals. So they'll wake up and they'll be like, damn, the floor really is. I have memories of the floor really being fire. That's crazy. Or I've woken up and my feet are burning. That must be because I got up in the middle of the night. Oh God, it's all real. It's all true. And then we can say you can leave. Because we're an open and honest, nice, lovely cult. We can say you can leave. But the door will be a burning labyrinth, or we'll say that it is. So they don't really want to leave. And that's our cult!
Basil_Bliss says, sorry to interrupt, but Perry, don't we need a cult name?
Oh shit, good point. Good point. That's our cult. Good job, everyone. Good job. Thank you so much for the bits. And Natalie, thank you so much for the follow. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Now, what is our name? What's our name? What's the mission again? To solve global warming. We'll never do it, but they don't have to know that, okay? Tatsurian, thanks for the prime. I like your cult, okay? You want Cleedum to name it? Cleedum, what's your suggestion for a cult name?
Gracefully__insane says, our cult mood board goes hard.
Cult mood board. Thank you for the bits. What's our cult name? This one's a really important one, so I'll leave it open for a while. Hot Welders. Oh, I love that. It sounds sci-fi. Hot feeties. Same sort of vibe. Aki. It's because it's a backwards IKEA. That's ingenious. No one knows. Heaven in IKEA. We're really focusing on the IKEA aspect. Kevil's nudists. Love it. Soul earthers. Oh my god, that's delicious. We should build a natural labyrinth. Not just tell them there's a labyrinth. We'll build the fire labyrinth. Okay, cool. Okay, you can do that well. That's what you're responsible for. Church of the Inverted Coffee Mug. That's not relevant at all to this. Not even slightly. And stop bringing that up. The Blahash Lava Cavil Levitators. What is Blahash? Blahaj. What is that? Oh, it's a soft toy shark that's arguably a trans icon sold by IKEA. Okay. Cool. Henry's Hotties. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing. The Metamorphics. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Okay. The Blahaj Lava Cavil Levitators. It's long. It's a bit of a mouthful, that one, I'm gonna be honest. Firefighters. Alright. And I'm gonna add your cult as well, because someone said they liked that. Okay, Bullet! What's our name? It's pronounced blowhigh. Oh, okay. Thank you. I knew that one would be winning. I knew it. Our cult name is, but like, wait, let me make a good one. Feeling cute. Yeah. And I'll get some fire decals. Yeah, these ones. Okay, we're going for Henry's Hotties. All right, let me do this. I'll make it good, chat. I swear.
Zavatron17 says, "I'd never leave Henry's Hotties, mostly because he's a god amongst men, and also because of the implication."
The implication. This is phenomenal, chat. We can make this one bigger. Ah! Henry's Hotties. But wait, we're not done. I think something trippy to represent our use of LSD would be good, because I feel like that's quite critical. And then at the same time, what we'll have is like something IKEA related, you know? We have to do something IKEA related. We'll put this little logo on it. Perfect. That's our logo! Henry's Hotties! But the colors don't match the fire theme. Interesting. Alright, we can make this one pink. Okay. We can make it match. Don't worry. Don't freak out. I actually don't know how to change the... Is that separate? Okay, that's way too much effort. We get it. Henry's Hotties. Let's go. It's fine. The IKEA logo can be the O. Genius. Genius. Oh, well done, everyone. You're right, actually. One more poll. What is our soundtrack? It can be just a genre. What is our soundtrack? We'll add it here, actually. What is our soundtrack? Levitating by Dua Lipa. Oh my god, that's so good. Sex is on Fire. That's pretty good too. Culty. Acid House. Surely. Is Lava Core a thing? I don't know. I'll put it on there, see if I can find it. Snake Jazz. Hot to Go. Feeling hot, hot, hot. You can take me hot to go. Light My Fire. It's pretty good. Disco Inferno. Can we hear them before we vote? Yes. Okay. Okay. So. Why can't I move my Spotify? Oh my god. All right. So. Option 1. I'll start the poll now. But option 1 is Levitating by Dua Lipa because Henry Cavill can levitate. Hence the whole foundation of a call. Actually, sorry, I'll do this on YouTube. I'll do this on YouTube because that way YouTube can hear it. YouTube chat can hear it. So here are our options for soundtracks. We've got Levitating by Dua Lipa. All night, sunlight to the sunlight, I need you. You've got Sex is on Fire by Kings of Leon. Anything from Acid House, surely. Is that Acid House? No, I think that's just a song about Acid House. Something called Lava Core. I'm not even sure this exists. It doesn't. It's a thermalware advert. Fuck it. The thermalware advert.
And different companies are adapting it and using it for diving. We carry 2 of those companies here at the shop. One is Sharkskin, and the other is Lava Core. And these materials, these companies, these shirts, these garments.
This advert could be our soundtrack if you want. See. Then we've got Snake Jazz. Thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Apfel. Then we've got Chaperones Hot to Go. Oh. Hold on. TTOGO, you can take me hard to go. And then you've got Feeling Hot, Hot, Hot. Hot, 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 hot. This is so culty. Can you imagine? They're all dancing. And then we've got Light My Fire. Which is like 70s vibes. I don't know if it is 70s. No. But it's like, you know, it feels right. And then we've got Disco Inferno. Is that the right Light My Fire? I remember it being differently. The Doors one? Oh, interesting. 1967. I knew it. I knew it. See, it's the vibe, which is very like classic cult vibe. Baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Ooh, baby, burn, baby, burn. Okay, I have a very strong opinion. I have a very strong opinion about what our soundtrack should be. Like, super strong. Actually, I'll take Lava Core. I'll take Lava Core too. Okay, everyone vote. Everyone vote. What is our soundtrack for the I'm gonna play this song because I like it, not because I'm biasing the poll. We should have Burn Baby Burn in our Eternal Labyrinth. Oh my god, that's so funny. So you're trying to get out and your feet are burning and you're like so stressed out and it's like the middle of the night and the song is just Burn Baby Burn. Oh baby, you're like ah. That's so good. That's so good. Guys, how did you know what my super strong opinion was? My super strong opinion, which you voted for, that should be our cult soundtrack, is definitely this one. 100%. I'm so disappointed the Lava Core ad didn't win. It was a close second. It really was. Okay, hold on. Chat. Ole. You know it. This is the one. This is what we're doing. This is our cult soundtrack. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. This is our cult. Levitating climate capital. The floor is lava. We want to solve global warming. We're going to recruit nudists from a burning hot beach, transport them to IKEA away from their friends and family where there's lots of furniture because the floor is lava, and force them to make our sun care scream product brand. Don't douse them with LSD when they're sleeping and force them to walk on hot coals to reinforce the idea that the floor is actually lava, and then threaten them with an eternal labyrinth that we will actually make that's on fire so they can't actually leave. That's our cult. And it's beautiful and it's perfect and I love it so much. And put a 1 in the chat if you join it. Put a 1 in the chat if you would join that cult. Because you know I would. I really would. I really would. It's great. Guys, please say this is a Discord. I will. Thank you so much for the stream today. If you like what you see, remember to follow. If you don't, do it anyway. Twitter for announcements, Instagram for pictures, and Discord for everything else. Go to TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, and I post regularly, so make sure to subscribe. And the next stream is tomorrow at 1 p.m. British time, 5 p.m. There was a reason it had to be 1 p.m. tomorrow, and I forgot what it was. 5 p.m. Oh, I'm filming. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. British time tomorrow. That's GMT, 1 p.m. because I'm filming. I forgot. That was the reason. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Peace, Venus, Apollo, and good congratulations.
I have some yummy Kool-Aid for the whole cult. We've been working so hard, you know.
You've got Kool-Aid. Oh my god. Wait. Where's the I don't know how to karaoke this. Hot. Feeling hot. Is that just, that's it? That's the karaoke. Feeling hot. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Woo! Ole, ole, ole. I don't know how to play karaoke. But this is... The raid is going for a long time, yeah? Ole, 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 ole. Ole, 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 ole. It's amazing because just imagine us like on a beach recruiting nudists being like, hey, did you know the floor is lava? Look at Henry Cavill levitating. Yes, girls! Ay, caramba! Is that racist? Okay, let's go. Bye.